February of 2026, there was this massive Champions League knockout match, Real Madrid versus Benfica. It was one of those high-stakes games, loser goes home. It should have been all about the incredible skill on display or maybe one moment of pure genius. But instead, it's now remembered for a controversy that literally stopped the game dead in its tracks and dragged one of football's ugliest problems right back into the spotlight.
Yeah, because this story isn't really about 90 minutes of soccer. It's about how one incredible goal led to an 11-minute delay and exposed a fight that is so much bigger than the game itself. A fight that one player has been forced to lead time and time again. And to really get what went down in Lisbon that night, you have to understand something crucial. For Real Madrid's superstar Vinícius Jr., this was tragically nothing new. He's been a target of just awful racist abuse over and over again, especially when playing away from home in Spain. His style of play, it's direct, it's skillful, it's full of joy, and the fact that he absolutely refuses to be silent about the hate, it's made him a lightning rod. He's had to become this reluctant leader in the battle against racism in football, and this whole history is absolutely key to understanding why he reacted the way he did. Okay, so let's set the scene. It's February 17th, 2026. For 50 minutes, the game is super tense, scoreless, a real chess match. And then, Vinícius Jr. does what he does best. It was his signature move, a thing of beauty. He gets the ball from Mbappe, and in a flash, he cuts inside from the left. I mean, everybody in the building knew what he was going to do, but nobody could stop it. He just unleashes this perfect, curling shot right into the top corner. A moment of pure genius to give Real Madrid the lead. But that celebration, it was cut way too short. Almost immediately after that amazing goal, the entire mood just shifted. It went from a celebration of incredible skill to a scene of absolute disgrace. So as Vinicius is celebrating, he's confronted by Benfica's Gianluca Prestiani. And it's alleged that Prestiani, while covering his mouth, directed this disgusting slur at him. Vinicius and the teammates who were right there with him, they heard it, and their reaction was immediate. And you could just see the impact on him right away. This wasn't some normal on-pitch argument. He was furious. He was hurt. You could see he was completely distressed. He went straight to the referee, Francois Letexier, and made it crystal clear. He was not playing another second until this was dealt with. Now, what the referee did next was so important. He immediately triggered step 1 of UEFA's official anti-racism protocol. You see him signal it by crossing his arms in an X. This isn't just a referee taking a little pause. It's a formal, official procedure designed for exactly these kinds of terrible situations. The timeline here is just staggering. From the moment the goal was scored to the moment play finally restarted, a full 11 minutes went by. In a do-or-die Champions League match, that is an eternity. This wasn't just some minor delay, it was a complete shutdown of the game. Both teams were sent to the sidelines, and you could see Vinicius in the dugout just visibly emotional. And during that long, tense delay, things only got more chaotic. You had objects, bottles, lighters, raining down from the stands. A member of Benfica's coaching staff got a red card. Even Benfica's own manager, Jose Mourinho, was seen talking to Vinicius. And in a really powerful moment, his teammate Fede Valverde actually mimicked the slur to the referee, just to make absolutely sure there was no misunderstanding about what had been said. So after that delay, after being targeted with such vile abuse, a lot of players might have just crumbled. But what Vinícius Jr. did next? Wow. It speaks volumes about who he is as a person. These stats right here, they tell the whole story of his defiance. He didn't just stay on the pitch, he kept dominating. He scored the game-winning goal, he had the most shots on target, and he was a constant nightmare for the defense, drawing 4 fouls because they just couldn't handle him. He flat out refused to let the abusers win. His performance was his answer. And his teammate, Fede Valverde, just summed it up perfectly after the match. He called the alleged words awful and lamentable, but then he praised Vinny's incredible strength for not only carrying on, but for playing a spectacular game. It just shows you the immense respect his own teammates have for him and for his fight. So, the final whistle blows, Real Madrid gets the 1-0 win. But this story, it was far from over. The incident immediately set off a chain reaction, both officially and in the wider world of football. So, because that protocol was officially triggered, a UEFA investigation is now automatic. It has to happen.
And while Real Madrid's players all rallied around their guy, the conversation everywhere else shifted. Pundits, fans, everyone started calling for more than just another investigation. They demanded real, serious punishments to finally stamp this out of the game, asking if the rules we have are even close to being enough.
And that leaves us all with this final, really crucial question. The referee did his job, he followed the protocol, the incident was documented, but this keeps happening to the same player and to others. It just proves that while rules and procedures are important, they might not be enough to fix the root of the problem.